3 years ago, Facebook offered $3 billion to buy Snapchat. Snapchat didn't bite, so ever since then, Facebook has been trying to replicate their best features. For example, puking rainbow selfies.
Oh, that is the best feature ever.
That is the best feature of Snapchat. I mean, and we are Snapchat experts. Joining us to talk about this is Kurt Wagner from Recode. Welcome, Kurt.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Awesome.
Doing good. So tell us about today's acquisition by Facebook.
Sure. So Facebook bought a company called Masquerade today. And what Masquerade does is it has some cool technology that lets you transform your face when you're taking a selfie into all these, weird kind of silly different things. I think you saw the Leonardo DiCaprio one. Okay, here we go. We got a nice little monkey face going on there. And so, it's a very fun thing that I think maybe even a few years ago people might have written off. But what's interesting about this is that Snapchat has similar technology built into its app, and it is super popular. A lot of people use it, including the puking rainbow thing that you guys were mentioning that made the rounds a few months ago. And so this seems like a pretty clear sign that Facebook is trying to capture a little bit of the magic that Snapchat has proven works with its audience.
Well, I think that, those rainbow puking selfies were what made them install Snapchat in the first place. I mean, anyone, people over the age of 15, I think, were like, what's that? I need to figure that out. And then they posted it on Twitter. I want to know what's so fascinating. This and also the face swapping apps where you can swap your face with someone else.
Oh, they're so much fun.
What is so fascinating about that?
We had folks in our office just, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, everyone was kind of face swapping with each other, and it was new. Everyone was like, what the heck is this? And, if you haven't ever used Snapchat before, maybe you would see someone do that and think, oh, that might be worth trying out. So I can see this as kind of like a new user play.
So do we have any idea how Facebook is going to use it? Are they going to use it? Is they going to use it with Instagram or Facebook? Do we have any idea?
We don't really know the details. I think those are both logical fits. I think Instagram especially is a logical fit. They're going to keep Masquerade as a standalone app, so it's not going to shut down, still going to operate. My guess is eventually they take the technology and they, fold it into Messenger, Instagram, definitely Facebook, and try to get these kinds of goofy photos all over their platform like they do with a lot of the other stuff they buy.
Yeah, it really does feel like more of a fit for Instagram, just in the sense that Instagram, you probably, well, I guess you have people, doing the selfie thing on Facebook, but Instagram's really a lot more focused on the picture, on the mobile photos specifically. So I could completely see that as a good fit.
Facebook is a younger audience as well, is that true?
Facebook or
Instagram?
Instagram
Is younger than Facebook, but probably Snapchat is younger than Instagram.
I think that's fair. I think Snapchat and Instagram have a lot of overlap in their audience, and I don't think you're going to see a lot of, not as many older folks, grandparents especially, who are going to be on Instagram or Snapchat, whereas I think a lot of grandparents have adopted Facebook over the last couple of years. So I don't know that to be, I don't have the hard numbers in front of me. I think that's a pretty safe bet, though.
Yeah.
So what other ways is Facebook trying to be more like Snapchat?
Well, the two companies are battling very hard over video views. That's kind of the metric that they like to both throw out there and compare with one another. So in terms of how are they kind of competing right now, I think that's maybe the most obvious example. But twice in the past now, Facebook has built standalone apps that were all about ephemeral disappearing messages. And one was called Poke. That was maybe 3 years ago or so. Then they came out with Slingshot, and that was maybe a year and a half ago, and neither stuck. They both were essentially busts, and both of them at the time were kind of like, here's Facebook's, Snapchat killer, and voila, nothing came of it. So this is the next in a long line of Facebook attempts to kind of mimic what Snapchat has been able to do, and so far they haven't been able to do it. I don't think that this is necessarily going to kill Snapchat at all either. I think what it does is it just simply shows kind of Facebook's desperation to figure out what's working for them and try to, stay up to speed with what Snapchat has going on.
It does seem like they need to have a younger audience. I mean, eventually all of those of us that use Facebook will, die, I guess.
You paint a dire picture, Megan.
Very bright, cheerful episode today.
It really is. I know, this is sad, but you know what I'm saying. We'll eventually age out. If grandparents are on Facebook
Sure.
and parents are on Facebook, but maybe kids just eventually all go to Facebook because they have to for work or
maybe
networking or college.
Facebook at that point is something completely different than what it is right now, because
Yeah.
that's a really long time for a company to be just locked in as just a social network. And I think Facebook has greater ambitions than that anyways. They really want to be a Google by and large. So, so yeah, I think if that's the case, if it's really that long, here in existence for that long, I think it's a completely, different product by then.
Good point.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. I gotta agree with Jason there. I think they are thinking, if we still have the same social network 5 years down the road, something went wrong. You know what I mean? Granted, I probably would have said that 5 years ago too, and here we are. They're pretty similar. So maybe I am wrong, but I think there's definitely this feeling for all tech companies, especially for a Facebook and a Snapchat, that if you're not always constantly changing and trying to lure those first-time internet users, those 14, 15-year-olds, you're going to fall behind pretty quickly. So I'm sure that they'll be iterating quickly.
yeah, you're going to be MySpace is what you are.
You'll be MySpace. Exactly.